Sometimes as musicians, it's good to learn from other professionals in other fields. Let me give an example here. This guy's name is Pat Flynn, and he's a content creator and a business guy, but he has this concept called micro mastery that I think we can borrow as musicians. Let's give this a listen.
And do what I like to call micro mastery within these. So micro mastery is a lesson in where you take this thing that's big and often overwhelming, and you break it down into its little components. And in the world of business, for me, I use the example in the book, it was public speaking for me. I wanted to be a professional and amazing public speaker, but it was so overwhelming and there were so many resources and I wanted to do it all and do it really well. Every time you try to improve one little thing, very Atomic Habits and James Clear in its approach. So for example, I tried to figure out, okay, if I were to learn one small thing in the world of public speaking that could help me more than anything, like what's the highest leverage thing? What would it be? Storytelling. So I learned that and I focused on that, hyper-focused on that, read about it, just found resources, had a mentor teach me storytelling specifically and learn those frameworks. Another time it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to go to this conference and I really want to nail what do I do with my hands? Because that was always a problem for me. I was like,
and you just
put it
like,
in my pocket. So I was like, I'm just going to focus for the next month on learning what world-class speakers do with their hands. And so I watched like 100 TED Talks and I just was like looking at their hands.
I love this lesson so much of micro mastery and thinking about what you can work on. Here he gives two examples of him wanting to get better at storytelling, and then the second one getting better to do what to do with his hands. In the world of music, there's so many things to work on. So pick one thing that you really like to focus on for the next month or two or just the next week, and just be like, everything I do that I practice, I'm gonna make sure my embouchure is correct. I'm just gonna focus on my embouchure. You can practice your scales, you can practice your etudes, you can practice your transcriptions, and really just think about embouchure. Or the next week, I'm gonna really think about air and focusing on my air. Or you can think about, I wanna think about making sure my fingers are always on the tip of the pearls. This is a really great lesson into thinking about what are the small things that you can improve upon, and over time it'll build up and get better and better. Really great lesson from Pat Flynn here. Hopefully this gives you something to chew on and bring into your own practicing.